Hey, welcome back to you and to me. Welcome back. I am so thankful and grateful to be sitting down with you and making this video. I didn't know when I was going to be back. I didn't know that I was going to poof, go ghost for almost 2 years, but I really want to thank you for being here. If you clicked on this video and had any type of positive emotion, I appreciate you. I just appreciate you for coming along this journey with me. So without further ado, where you been, girl? I have been being a mom. Just plain and simple. If I can tie it up in a bow, I've been being a mom. I got pregnant. Obviously, I got pregnant, and as much as I wanted to be like one of those pregnant people who just don't stop, keep the flow going. Of course, everybody kind of those first 3 months takes everyone out. I wanted to work and be pregnant, but really what I think it was is that I've spent so much of my life past Kenya when I was pregnant, because now my baby is 13 months old. But I had spent so much of my life just being in go survival mode. You can't stop. You have to constantly be taking care of yourself. Being pregnant really taught me how to surrender and just stop completely and really only focus on loving on me, pouring into my vessel, taking care of another being. Girl, that's a whole thing. Taking care of another being is crazy. It's beautiful, but it's crazy. And what I really appreciated about being pregnant, among many things, is that at first what made me sit down was the fact that I was truly sick. I don't know if you can have hyperemesis without constantly throwing up, but I was constantly nauseous from week 6 to the moment I gave birth. And when I say nauseous, I mean debilitating. I can't eat, super weak. I threw up so much. I didn't throw up every day, but I threw up so much. I started bursting vessels on my face. Those side effects of pregnancy that you don't know about till you get pregnant. Yeah. I could only eat the same 3 things for 9 months. And I was really, truly miserable. Just to put it plainly, I was sick and miserable. And that's what initially slowed me down. The first 3 months I literally sat on the couch for the first 3 months. And it never really went away. Within my second trimester, as the nausea was starting to alleviate itself just enough to where I could at least eat something, as it started to ease up, I unexpectedly realized, myself and my doctor realized, that my pregnancy was high risk. And that was a very scary, unexpected, unfamiliar state to be in, especially because it was my first pregnancy. And personally, I can be very anxious. Being pregnant also showed me that part of myself. When you don't know what's going to happen, when you're pregnant, literally at any moment, anything can happen. And so I was already feeling a heightened sense of anxiety just simply because if you know, you know, right? And then on top of that, to learn that the pregnancy was high risk, I was just pack it up, I'm done. So I spent all of my pregnancy really just tending to my mental health, maintaining my equilibrium, my internal equilibrium. It was really important to me to minimize any and all stress, because I understand when the baby's in the womb, they feel your emotions. And I wanted my baby to have a happy, comfy, enlightened time in the womb. That may sound kind of crazy, but that's what I wanted for my child. I wanted to create an environment of ease and just softness, and that required me to cultivate an environment of ease and softness around me. And I'm so I can look back on that time now that I'm not nauseous. I can look back on that time and just be thankful truly to God for bringing me through that, for everything working out perfectly, beautifully, as much as there was risk and like I was constantly being monitored. I had ultrasounds every single week, which was nice because I got to see the baby grow like constantly. Like we were here, baby. Vernon and I both got to see the baby constantly. But it was like just a very, I don't know, I was being examined. Literally, I was being examined more closely. And I'm just so thankful that everything worked out. Like I was completely and totally brought through that period without me having to do anything but prepare myself for the journey, like just taking care of myself, taking care of my space, taking care of my mental, and trusting God with the rest. Like I controlled what I could control and literally trusting God. And yeah, so that was my pregnancy. I will put some pictures on the screen here of my maternity shoot. Oh, and my baby shower. Okay, let's do the baby shower first. So Vernon actually threw my baby shower for me. We aren't big event people. Like when we got married, it was a pretty small wedding. We got married in my father's home with just like our immediate family there. We didn't really have like a big thing. I've never had like a big event birthday, neither has Vernon. And with this baby, I really just wanted to take a moment to celebrate, like, just to celebrate. I'm like going back now, wow. And I'm like emotional about it, but yeah, because everything was just so like day by day, I'm just trusting God. It was really important to me to celebrate every moment that I could. And Vernon came through. He planned the entire thing. It was catered. It was beautiful. It was decorated nicely. A friend of his actually took photos for us professionally. Thank God, because if he wasn't there taking pictures, you would have no pictures. Like literally, I would have no physical memory of it. Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful gift. I really appreciated that. And then on top of that, I had my maternity shoot less than a week before I gave birth, like 6 days before I gave birth, because I was on the fence the entire pregnancy of like, should I or shouldn't I? I felt really tired, like, you know, not being able to eat how you want to eat when you're pregnant, and just like the mental battle of it all, like it was draining, girl. And then just on top of just growing a human being, like it was draining. That first, I just want to say, if you have a friend or if you are someone in your first trimester, please send that friend just a cute little thinking of you girl, congratulations on growing a heart today, growing fingers, growing toes. Because when I tell you, it drains all of your energy to do that. I didn't know if I wanted to have a maternity shoot, just because you have to do the whole production thing. You got to get the makeup, get the hair, get the outfits. Girl, I don't know. I'm just pregnant and tired. Like, I don't know. And Vernon really like pushed me towards the end of like, I think you should do it. I really think you would want to like, I don't want you to regret not doing it. I really think that you should do it. So the last literally week of my pregnancy, I pulled it together in like maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, girl, I don't know. I'm gonna link my wedding photographer, my maternity photographer, and my makeup artist down below, because they were so sweet and instrumental in the process. One, in helping me feel like good and like making accommodations. But I will say the maternity photographer really like did her thing. She's excellent at what she does, because there are so many changes literally day to day, week to week, month to month when you're growing a baby, that it's not that I was uncomfortable in my body. It was just such a new body. Like I don't know my angles anymore. I don't know. This is all foreign to me, you know? And she just makes you feel like $1,000,000, girl. If you're in Georgia, book with her. Kelsey, I believe that's her name. She's so sweet, so encouraging. She will hype you up behind the camera. And I love, L-O-V-E, love my maternity photos. And I'm so thankful that I did it. Yeah, so I did take a few other photos outside of those big events, just to kind of like document the process so I could look back on it. Thank God I didn't look like what I was going through. I feel like I glowed throughout my entire pregnancy. One, constantly throwing up will give you a glow. Like, just, I don't know, girl, it's the circulation of the blood or something. But also our son's name, we have a son. His middle name means the shining one or the bright one. And I really feel like his spirit just shined through me when I was pregnant, because like I just felt full of life, and seeing him now, he is a bright light. And what you're seeing, the glow that you're seeing, that's not me, that's my baby. So yeah. Despite the ups and downs, pregnancy was such a beautiful time. I realized I'm one of those women that loves being pregnant, even though all of those things were happening. I love it. Like, it's just such a precious, you're just so vulnerable, and you're so prone, and you're so close to the divine as a creator yourself. Like, it's gorgeous. The energy is unmatched. Like, it's around you. People are so nice to you. And yeah, despite it all, I still loved being pregnant. And then once we had the baby, all hell broke loose. No, for real. Yeah, girl, that was a gnarly time. Postpartum, what? Okay, hair falling out left and right. I was holding on. I was like, oh, by the way, my pregnancy hair was amazing. Thick, thick. I already have like dense hair. I had a lot of hair. It was gorgeous. But then, and I was hoping I could like hold on to it, but around, I want to say like the 3-month mark, maybe the 2.5-month mark, girl, I was untwisting my hair one day, and like the whole twist just came out in my hand. And I was like, there was a bald spot. Was it here? Yeah, I think it was here. There was like a bald spot right here. So that was a little depressing. Not even gonna lie, it was depressing. I'm just gonna name the things, okay? Sleep deprivation. That's really the main thing, because when you sleep, you can deal with anything. But when you don't sleep, it's just weakened. Everything is weakened. The sleep deprivation. I don't want this to sound so terrible though. I don't want it to sound terrible, but it was just hard, y'all. Like, real talk, let's just be honest. Being postpartum is hard. I think what's crazy is like, you've just had a major medical event. Like, your whole insides right now aren't in the right places that they should be. The wound inside of you is like 8 inches in diameter. Girl, I don't know, this big. And then you have to, every moment of the day, take care of someone else that isn't you. Like, it was shocking. Like, becoming a mother was so shocking to me, just how unrelenting it was. And then I also breastfed exclusively. So every single feed was me, no matter like what time it was, just, it was me. And it was very humbling. It was very humbling to just give so much, like to just pour and pour and pour and pour. And when you think you have nothing left, it doesn't matter, because the baby needs you. So you pour and pour and pour some more. Those first 3 to 4 months were like, probably, I mean, the first 8 months, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my adult life. And that's including the pregnancy. I thought the pregnancy was hard. No, baby, the pregnancy was not. It really wasn't. Postpartum was insane. A lot of that is what has taken me so long to come back here to my home, to my space, to my happy place. Because around 8 months, we were able to help our baby learn how to sleep through the night. Ooh, thank God, thank God. Then once you start getting to sleep, like I said, the sleep is the crux of everything. Once I started getting the sleep, I was able to start like healing myself from postpartum burnout. So over the next, like, I guess 3 to 4 months, I was really healing myself. And then also like learning how to manage a home with a third person on our team now. being a family of 3. And then around 12 months, I really started feeling like myself, and I've been preparing to come back for the past couple of weeks. So that's where we are now. That's where I've been. I truly did not intend, when I tell you, I wrote out a whole plan for 2023 of like everything I wanted to do with my channel. And like, I was so specific in just pages and pages of like preparing for the new year, like that first week of 2023. And literally the 5th day of the year, I found out I was pregnant and everything went out the window. But c'est la vie, such is life. It's God's plan, not mine. And I'm so thankful that all of that happened. I feel like these past 2 years have really taught me, they've wizened me up. They've softened me up. They've softened me up. My intention for my YouTube channel moving forward is to be a place where, yes, girl, we're going to talk about hair. You're going to learn new products, my opinion on new products, and if they might be helpful for you. But really what I want to do is instill knowledge in a way that's encouraging, feels like supportive, like feels like you're held, but also teach you how to build rituals that you can fold into your everyday, every week, every month life to feel better about yourself and about your hair and just shine, you know, just feel like you're pouring into yourself. And now that I'm a mother, it's like even more important for me to be intentional about the time that I have to pour back into me and to feel better about myself. And I actually got my first trim, second trim. I actually got a trim last week. That was amazing. If you're like me, when you need a trim real bad, you can't think straight. Like my mind is like scattered. My thoughts are like just everywhere. And I really needed a trim. Like my mind was like all over the place, but I got a trim. Super happy. I share that in a vlog. So if you want to see how that went and just, you know, what my hair health is looking like postpartum, you can see that coming up soon. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Shea Moisture Bond Repair line. I did incur a little bit of heat damage. When I was, I want to say 4 months postpartum, I needed to get a trim. So that was my first trim. I really wanted to keep up with my hair. That was like one priority where it's like, okay, I don't care how tired I am, I still want to keep up with my hair. Because like I said, I was trying to keep my pregnancy fullness. But I was preparing for that trim, and I think I was just all over the place, like tired, trying to figure out how to work my like hours long routine around like taking care of a newborn. And somehow, some way, I gave myself heat damage with one of my blow dryers, either using it too much, like back and forth, or too high and for too long. I'm not even really sure. So I do have like a loosened curl pattern. It was started at my roots. Now it's kind of grown out to here. And I want to try to help my curls to like bounce back. I'm not sure if that's possible because I have had damage before where my curls were really stretched out. With treating it intensely through like deep conditioning often and just hydration treatments, and I'm gonna use the steamer for the first time, it did bounce back, but it never, like my entire head was never fully the same uniform pattern again. So we're gonna try to solve that. I'm gonna start with the Shea Moisture Bond Repair line. If you guys think it's worth trying and if you want to hear my opinion on it. If there's something better, let me know, because I'll try that instead. Because if it's not fixed in the next few months, that's how I'm feeling. I also turned 30 while I was gone. So it's just like a new era. I know this is so played out, but it's the truth. I'm in my motherhood era. Like I'm in a new decade of life. Like I closed the book on my 20s. Now we're in a whole new book. I feel like a brand new person, and I want my hair to reflect that. As much as I love having long hair, I honestly do feel like longer hair suits me. I would also like to just chop it all off. Just to see what that's like. I haven't done that since I went natural when I was like 14 years old. I just want to see. And I also just really want I hate when my hair isn't like completely uniform, the curls, because I wear it curly the majority of the time. And having to navigate like unhealthy hair is very frustrating when I'm styling it. And that's another thing. I just want to like style my hair quickly, like jump in the shower. I'll be able to do it more often you know, as I'm running around behind a toddler. So I don't know, I'm really thinking about it, y'all. I'm really thinking about it. But anyway, that line, and also Mono's hair has redropped her hair care, and I feel like that would be really great for like improving the health of my hair. So let me know what you guys think about those two lines down below. That's like on the top of my list right now of like what I want to purchase so that I can start working on my hair health. What else? We're talking about like what you're gonna get on this channel. We went on a few different tangents. And then along with that, I really would like to share content on just mothering from a place of fullness and wholeness. I feel like I have done a lot of healing before I became a mother. Like that was my goal. When I turned 18, like I knew that I wanted to be the most healed version of myself before I had children. That's why I'm just having my first child now. I feel like that first year, because I was so shocked and just like Mr. Krabs, y'all, like, whoa, what is this? Like, I wasn't able to really like show, I mean, girl, I showed up. First of all, I showed up for my baby. Now, I didn't really have the space and time and energy to show up for myself. And that's what I want to focus on moving forward. Like I really want to mother from a place of fullness and from a grateful heart, and not from a place of just like exasperation or frustration. And I really appreciate the women in my family lineage who may have had to mother from those places simply because of their circumstances, the socioeconomic implications, like and forces pressed against them, and them just trying to make a way out of no way and make the best out of the situation that they were in. And I feel like we in this generation are so blessed to have so much knowledge and access and the choice and sense of mind to choose who we want to be as parents. And that's just where I want to move forward. So I'm going to share that with you all. Like I said, I have a vlog coming up. I'm actually shooting it right now about just like coming back to myself and, you know, coming back to me so I can pour that out into my family and into my home. So yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh, girl. I thought this was gonna be, I didn't know how to start this video. I didn't know what I was gonna talk about. So if you have any questions for me, please be sure to leave them down below. I have really missed y'all. Let me know what's going on in your life, some big things that you're proud of. If you want me to share more about like my pregnancy and things I learned along the way, or just things that shocked me, you know, leave that below as well. You know, video requests, whatever you want to see. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Love y'all.